Living abroad changes you in ways you can't even imagine. I spent almost 10 years living in Kuwait, and those years opened my eyes to the world, introduced me to some amazing people, and gave me experiences that shaped who I am today. In this video, I'm sharing how living abroad can transform your life, especially when it comes to seeing the world through a different lens. If you've ever thought about living or traveling abroad, you'll want to hear this. So don't forget to subscribe so you can hear more life stories. But one thing that I can say that living abroad taught me is it expanded my perspective. When you live in another country, you realize the world is so much bigger than your hometown or even your country or even the US. Living in Kuwait taught me to see life through different cultures and social lenses. Things I once thought were the only way became just one of many. It humbled me and it helped me appreciate diversity in a real live way. Another thing that living abroad taught me was that it builds true empathy. I could literally shed a tear on this one because traveling and living abroad taught me empathy in a way that no book or classroom ever could. You learn to put yourself in other shoes when you experience what it's like to be an outsider, navigating a new language, culture, and traditions. And so it gave me compassion for people who come to the US and go through that same exact thing. And then another thing that living and traveling abroad taught me is that it creates lifelong connections, man. It creates lifelong connections and memories. One of the greatest and best gifts of living abroad is the relationships that you build. I met some incredible people in Kuwait, locals and expats alike, and those friendships broadened my world. Plus, the travel opportunities were endless. We explored places that I only dreamed of visiting. And those experiences are memories that we'll cherish forever as a family. We got to travel to Greece and London and Cyprus, Bahrain, Qatar. I know that I'm missing so many more, but we got to travel. It didn't just give us, stamps in our passport, but it allowed us to build relationships. There's one, I'm reminded of a couple that was with us in Kuwait with their family. To this day, we've been back in the States for 3 years now. And since we've been back, our friend comes to visit us every single year. Sometimes he'll stay with us for 3 days, 4 days, a week, or however long he can stay. But that's an example of just the lifelong friendships that you can build, from traveling and living abroad. Living abroad gave me, again, more than stamps in my passport. It gave me perspective. It gave me empathy for others and connections that shapes who I am today. So if you've ever lived abroad or traveled somewhere that changed you, I want to hear about it in the comments. What's one lesson you've learned from traveling or living in another country? Drop it in the comments. If this video inspired you, share it with somebody else. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.